If you're thinking about starting a blog next year, you need to have a plan in place. When I started this blog back in 2019, I had absolutely no direction of where I was going to go. I thought I knew my goals and I thought I had a plan in place. But in reality, I was just spinning my wheels and getting nowhere. My business wasn't making money and I wasn't growing. And if you're like me, this may sound familiar to you. And it turns out the thing that I was missing was a blogging business plan. And that's why in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 things you need to include in your blogging business plan. And make sure to stick around for number 4 because we are going to be breaking down your income streams to help you make money blogging next year. And hey, if you're new here, what's up? My name is Sarah from Businesswomen Thrive, and on this channel, I am all about helping women start a blogging business and live a life that they love. So if you're interested in any of that content, make sure to stick around and hit the subscribe button. So the first thing we're going to be talking about today is why exactly do you need a blogging business plan? The reason you want to create a business plan for your blog is if you're planning on making money for your blog, that means that you have a business. And if you don't have a plan for how you're going to make money or how you're going to run that business, then you're just going to be like me and spinning your wheels and not making any progress, and you're really going to struggle to get your blog off the ground. So the first step in creating your blogging business plan is you want to write down all of your goals and ideas for the next year. Whenever I start a new project or I have a new plan, I like to kind of do a brain dump of all the different ideas that I have, all the different goals that I like to hit, and I just like to dream big. That way all of my thoughts are down on the paper and I can then organize them once I'm done and create a plan for how I'm going to hit those goals later. I write down any goals that I have, any creative ideas that I want to do next year in my business, anything that I want to improve on next year, basically anything that I could think of goes down on this plan. So take as much time as you need and write down anything and everything that you can think of in your blogging business that you'd like to do in the next year. What do you want to improve? What goals do you have? What products would you like to make? What courses would you like to release? What email marketing would you like to do? What products would you like to recommend with affiliate marketing? What affiliate marketing programs would you like to get into? Brands that you want to work with? Blog post ideas that you have? Literally anything can go in this plan. Step 2 is going to be breaking down and organizing those goals that you've just come up with. Try not to get overwhelmed if you have a giant list, because you have to remember that this is going to be something that you're going to accomplish and tackle over the next year. You're not going to be tackling all of these things all at once within the first month. This is going to be all of next year that you are doing these tasks. So take your big goals and break them down. You can organize them into different categories, maybe money making and traffic goals and social media goals and then blog post goals that you'd like to hit, and then break those goals down so that it can be something that you can tackle month to month. Now here are some specific tips on how you can actually create these goals, because there's a difference between creating a goal and creating a good, tangible goal. Make them specific. Don't just say you want to be a full-time blogger next year. What does full-time blogger actually look like for you? How much money will you even need to bring in a month to consider yourself a full-time blogger? Do you need to make $2,000 a month? Do you need to make $500 a month? What does full-time blogger actually look like for you? And that's just one example, obviously, but basically what I mean is make your goals specific. So don't just say I want to be a full-time blogger. Say I want to make $2,000 a month next year. I could go on for hours about goals, so let's move on to the next point. But before we do, if you're getting value out of this, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel down below for more content just like this every single week. Step 3 is going to be create a blogging schedule for yourself. Now this is going to be a little bit harder if you have other commitments, like you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a student or you work full-time, but the beauty about working from home and working on a blog is you can tailor your schedule to whatever best works for you. It may seem silly to create a blogging schedule for yourself because you can just blog whenever you can, but you really still should create a blogging schedule for yourself, because all businesses have hours, and as we've already established, running a blog and making money from it is a business. So you should have business hours as well. So maybe you need to set some hours in the morning before the kids wake up, or maybe you need to set some hours in between your classes. But an hour of focused work a day can really do wonders, as opposed to working 20 minutes here and 20 minutes there and then not working for another week because you are too busy to work on your blog. Now, of course, we go through different seasons in life, and sometimes we can't get as much work done as we want. That's not what I'm talking about here. But try your best to set a schedule for when you work on your blog, and then do your best to work around life as it comes and goes. Because you really just want to set some intention for your business, and this is one way that you can do that. Step number 4 in our business plan is creating your income plan. Now, this is my favorite part about the business plan, because now we are going to be talking about the money. But this step can also be the hardest because you may be feeling a little apprehensive about creating an income goal. What if I don't hit my income goal? What is a realistic income goal? What's the point of setting a goal I'm unlikely to hit? And if any of these thoughts have ran through your head, you are not alone, because I have had these exact thoughts run through my head on a month-to-month basis every time I create an income goal. But you know what? I let these thoughts play, and then I set an income goal anyway. Because in reality, your goals should scare you a little bit. Because goals scaring you and being just a little bit too far out of your reach is going to push you to actually reach that income goal. We don't want to be setting goals that we know that we're going to hit just because we know we're going to hit them. Because in reality, when you are stepping out of your comfort zone for your business, that is when the most growth is going to happen. So these are just a few of the income goals that I like to set for myself. The first goal that I set is my top income goal. This is the income goal that I want to ultimately hit to make me go full-time with my blog. So let's set that at $2,000 a month. In the end, whether it's this year or next year or in 5 years, the ultimate goal that I want to set with my income for my blog is $2,000 a month, or whatever it is for you to go full-time blogger if that's what you're looking to do. And then set a goal of what income you want to hit in the next year. This is the goal that we're going to be working on in our yearly business plan, which is what we are creating right now. And then you can even set a 6-month income goal. And that's obviously going to be another goal that is going to be smaller than your other two, just as kind of like a check-in of how you're doing on your goal and if you are on track to hit your yearly income goal. Then next you want to decide what avenues are you going to use to hit that income goal. And here's a few questions you can ask yourself to answer that question. What income streams are you going to go for in the next year? How much money do you need to make with each income stream? And what do you need to learn to make money in that income stream? So for example, in the next year, let's say you want to make money affiliate marketing with brand deals and selling your own products. How much money would you need to make with each income stream to hit your yearly goal? So just like with our other goals, we are taking our top income goal for the year and we are breaking it down so that we can actually come up with a strategic plan that we are going to use month after month to hit our top income goals. And this is going to create our income plan. So once you know your income streams that you want to hit in the next year, and then you know how much money you want to make from each income stream, now you want to figure out how you're actually going to make that money. First thing is, what do you need to learn to get there? If you want to make money with affiliate marketing, how are you going to make money with affiliate marketing? What do you need to learn to get there? Do you need to take a course? Do you need to do some research? And then if you already have some income streams started, like for example, if you are already in some affiliate programs, I want you to break down what exactly you need for each affiliate program. So what I mean is, go to your affiliate program and check out what products you are recommending and how much commission you're getting from each product sale. So for example, when I sell this one blogging course, my income is 50% of the revenue. That means I make $19.50 every time I sell this course. Do you know how much you're making per sale of your affiliate products? So you may be wondering, why is this stuff even important? Why does it matter how much I'm making per sale? And it's important to know because once you know how much you're making for every sale, then you know how many sales that you need to make each month to reach your goal. So for example, I am a part of ShareASale, and I need $50 worth of sales in order to cash out on the platform. And I know that if I make 3 sales of one product every single month, I can cash out every single month. And that way I can set up my sales for every month so that I know I want to sell 4 of this product every single month so that I can continually make $50. Then you can even take it a step further and you can come up with ways that you're going to sell or recommend every single one of your products. And that way you have a plan in place for those products as well. Step 5 is arguably the most important step. Now that you have your plan, you need to actually implement it. Now that you have your plan, don't go save it in a Google Doc somewhere or write it in a notebook and close it up and put it on a shelf somewhere never to be looked at again. Now comes the hard part of actually implementing the plan that you have come up with. There's so many people that like to create plans and then they don't actually follow through with them. And you've basically at that point just wasted all of the time that you spent carefully planning out your year. And if you're one of those people, I know that I was when I first started my blog, that may be one of the reasons that you're not growing. Because you're creating the plan, but then you're not actually following through with it. It's not enough to just create the plan, you have to actually implement it. And now I'd like to pass the question off to you. Comment below, what are your goals for the new year? And if you want more blogging tips videos just like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below because I upload weekly videos just like this one. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to let me know by hitting the like button. You can check out more of my beginner blogging tips videos by clicking or tapping the screen right here and it will take you to a playlist of all of my beginner tip videos. Or if you'd like to see the video that YouTube has personally picked out for you, you can click or tap the screen right here to check out that video. I hope you have a great next year and I will see you back here next Thursday for another video. Bye!